Welcome back to Car Operation. Today, we're diving into a classic piece of heavy-duty engineering, the 1975 MAN truck. A true icon in the history of commercial vehicles, this model helped set the standard for what a reliable and powerful workhorse should be. So buckle up as we explore the exterior, interior, performance, and the current market value of this legendary machine. Starting with the exterior, the 1975 MAN truck embodies the rugged, boxy design that dominated the era. It's not trying to look sleek or modern, it was built to work, and its appearance reflects that no-nonsense attitude. The front end is simple but solid, with a large rectangular grille, rounded headlights mounted high on the body, and a durable steel bumper that can take a beating. You won't find any unnecessary curves or luxury trims here, just raw, functional design. The body panels are heavy-gauge steel, built to resist wear and tear over years of hard use. The truck usually came in a cab-over-engine configuration, which allowed for more cargo space and better maneuverability in tight urban spaces. The paint options were fairly standard for the time, mostly muted industrial colors like olive green, gray, and faded red. Many of the surviving models have aged gracefully with signs of wear that only add to their vintage appeal. Moving on to the interior, the MAN truck from 1975 isn't what you'd call luxurious, but it gets the job done. The cabin is spacious for a truck of its time, with seating for 2 or 3, depending on the configuration. Most interiors were pretty bare bones, made with durability in mind. Expect hard-wearing vinyl seats, a metal dashboard, and simple analog gauges. No infotainment systems, no air conditioning as standard, just the basics: a speedometer, tachometer, oil pressure, temperature, and air brake gauges. That said, the cabin was designed to be functional and relatively comfortable for long-haul drivers. The gear lever is long and sturdy, positioned for easy reach. The steering wheel is large and commanding, giving drivers full control over this heavy vehicle. Noise insulation was minimal, so engine sound is very much a part of the driving experience, but for many enthusiasts, that's part of the charm. Under the hood, or more accurately, under the cab, the 1975 MAN truck offered several engine options, but most were powered by robust inline 6-cylinder diesel engines. One of the most common was the D2156 engine, a naturally aspirated or turbocharged diesel producing around 200 to 280 horsepower depending on the variant. Torque figures were strong, which is exactly what you'd want in a truck built for hauling freight across long distances or challenging terrains. The transmission was typically a manual gearbox, often with 8 to 12 speeds depending on the model. It took some skill to operate, but once mastered, the truck could climb steep grades, pull heavy loads, and handle rough roads with ease. Its leaf spring suspension and solid rear axle provided durability, even if ride comfort wasn't exactly top-notch. Fuel efficiency. Well, don't expect miracles, we're talking about a heavy-duty diesel truck from the mid-70s. Fuel consumption averaged around 5 to 7 kilometers per liter, depending on the load and driving conditions. But what it lacked in economy, it made up for in pure reliability and mechanical simplicity. That's why many of these trucks are still seen running in rural parts of Europe, Asia, and Africa. Now let's talk price. Since the 1975 MAN truck is no longer in production, the only way to get your hands on one is through private sales, auctions, or classic vehicle dealers. Prices vary wildly based on condition, mileage, and region. A fully restored example could set you back anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000, while a rough, unrestored unit may cost as little as $5,000. In some developing markets, working examples are still used daily and can be found at bargain prices, though they may need considerable mechanical attention. So, is the 1975 MAN truck worth owning today? If you're a collector, a classic truck enthusiast, or someone who just appreciates old-school diesel engineering, absolutely. It's a machine built with purpose, and it wears its age with pride. Whether you want to restore one to its former glory or keep it running as a working vehicle, the MAN truck remains a piece of trucking history that deserves respect. That's all for today's review. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a true classic, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Car Operation. We've got more reviews coming your way, from vintage workhorses to modern marvels. See you in the next video.